Kew Gardens, none of those this week. Haven't had any of them for quite a few weeks. And there's Casper barking. And a Northern Ireland, there is one Northern Ireland going out to John W. I can't really say people's full names, but there is one going out. For the 2018 Beatrix Potters, nothing yet. There won't be anything for quite some time, so nothing there. Paddington, again, the emails are going out saying they've been released. They've not been released, they've only been released on package coins. So let's start with the A to Z 10p sets. Okay, we've got a couple of those going out this week. Yippee! So if you're waiting for 10p's, don't be emailing me going, oh, am I one of the lucky ones to get one? There's only a couple going out this week. There's about 4 sets going out this week because we're still struggling on certain letters. Things like P and Z and T and S and the letters I've given you before, a few others. So that's what's being happening at the moment. A couple of those going out. And this week also I'm going to do one of the silver proof £20 coins as a free competition prize. Again, it's on our Facebook account. I can't do anything about that, and it's on our Facebook account. So if you haven't got a Facebook account, then obviously send me a message. Let me know you want including in the draw, and you don't have a Facebook account, and one of us will put a comment on it in your place. On top of that, I am also going to do a prize once a fortnight or something like that of the subscribers, or once a month. So the subscribers of our video channel will automatically, if you're a subscriber, you're automatically entered into the draw. You don't have to do anything, and every now and again one of our subscribers is going to win something. So there you go. A couple of voucher codes for you. So today's voucher code is, what colour of a t-shirt on? We need Ivy. There you go, look at that behind me, Ivy. I always get a mental block sometimes, try and think of a voucher code and you can't think of one. Ivy, I'll make that one in a minute. Ivy will give you £2.50, yeah, and you've got to spend £2.50 to get the £2.50. So anything you like, there you are. The voucher code for the £20 coins, to get 25% off of that, then put in the voucher code, capital letters, £20, no spaces, 20, TWENTY POUNDS, all in capital letters, no spaces. That'll give you 25%, no sorry, that'll give you 20% off the price of the £20 coins, which I think is a good enough price to buy it and stick it in the cupboard. They are silver after all, so silver proofs, you know. I mean, the retail price of a 50p silver proof is 125 quid, so I think this is a really, really, really good price. Oh, and while I think of it, I do have to apologise for last week. I didn't do an update last week. I tried like mental, we went mental to get one done, but I just couldn't get one done in the end. I had to fly off for the weekend on a bit of family business that was quite urgent. And then on top of that, go and see my dad, who's in hospital. He's just had a heart attack. So I just didn't get a chance to do the vid for last week. And this week I'm putting a little bit more time and effort into doing clips and putting them all together. I think I've just learned how to do that. So this might be a better video. If this works out okay, then I'm going to do another video, and this is the one that you really, really, really want, this video. If I can put it together so that it's not boring and it's really easy and it's like clip after clip after clip, so you've got all the main information, bang, 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 bang. Bit like I did last week, letting you know about the pennies. I'm going to do a video and it will cover all what you can find in your change that's worth a serious amount of money. So at the moment I do a guide, as a lot of you know. £45 in your change is worth over 1,400 quid. This is literally 45 quid's worth of money that you would get in your change, pennies, 2p's, 5p's, 10p's, 20p's, 50p's, whatever they might be, and how much money these are worth adds up to like over 1,400 quid. And I'm thinking, like, a nice video, nice, clean, quick, you know, clear video explaining all this to you, letting you know which coins to put in the back of your wardrobe, because I'm always talking about the box in your wardrobe and what to put in the box. And oh my God, if you really, 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 really knew which coins exactly to put in the back of that wardrobe, you would be putting something like a couple of quid away a month, and actually what you're putting away is like 50 quid, 100 quid, 200 quid. Imagine banging that away every other month for your grandchildren or your children. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and get this other one done, and it will. If I can get it done in my mind, if I can make it like transfer it from what's in my mind to what's on the video, it'll be the best one I've ever done. And so I'll see if I can do that even today and put it into the update. If I can't, then just watch for that one, because you will want that one. Another quick one I've got to let you know about is the Kew Gardens. I think we've taken enough of them, don't you? I had a little chat with one of my investors the other day, and quite rightly they mentioned to me, Ian, you've taken your eye off the ball, you're getting too many of those. And when I had a look, yeah, we are. So it's one of those jobs that's penciled in for this week. Probably by the end of this week we will be closing off the Kew Gardens, and that'll be it then. No, I won't be opening it back up again, purely and simply because the amount of orders that we've got for the Kew Gardens now, that's enough to keep us going for the next couple of years. And there's so many different things to keep on top of that sometimes I do take my eye off the ball, and I'm guilty of doing it this time. So this week I will be closing off the Kew Gardens, and then that'll be it. I won't be taking any more orders for the Kew Gardens whatsoever. And nobody, and I won't, squeeze me in. No, I won't be doing that. Once I close it off, that's it. I'm going to close it off, and that'll be done this week. So, and all the rest of the people that are in the list for the Kew Gardens, those are the people that are going to stay in the list, and we will work on that and do deals or try and find the Kew Gardens, etc., etc. But no more after this week. All right. Thanks very much for that. Right, I've got a good one for you now for the investment point of view. Those of you that are interested in our investments, which do very well and pay out very well, and certainly help us compete and go, miles further than what we ever could have done. This week, I've got to try very hard not to say the word "so." I did it so many times the other week. Okay, so the investment is, we've just been offered £5,000 worth of £20 coins, silver, and £50 coins, and £100 coins for 20% below face value. So that's £5,000 worth for £4,000. Nice offer. Helps us. That will help us compete a little bit with the likes of some of the bigger people. Now, we've already got them advertised. The £20 coins we've already got advertised on the site, and there will be a voucher before the end of this video to give you 20% off of that. We've listed them at $39.95, and you can get yourself 20% off of that. There's only so many available for each one, and so from a retail point of view, you can buy them quite cheaply. And we're still making good money because we've got the opportunity to get them even less. So for the investors, we're going to be raising 10 grand on this one, and the deal is that you've got the money. I'll do a separate video for this for the investors, but there'll be just go to Fantastic Investments. You want the category that says Fantastic Investments on the left hand side there, before you hit A to Z of countries, just there on top of the English stuff, or the bottom of the English stuff. Fantastic Investments. Go there, you'll see the listing, and it's priced at £100. So there are 100 available at £100. That's it, because I only want to raise 10 grand on this. So you'll get you pay the £100, or if you want 10 of them, £1,000 worth, then have 10. But there is only going to be 100. And I'm going to close it off. This is a better way of doing these investments, specifically for one thing. Move on. So your money will be tied up for a year, then you'll get your money back plus 20%. I'm more than happy to pay 20% on this in order to secure the deal, and it means that I have a year to sell them, which is more than enough for me. So obviously, if we end up selling them a lot quicker and get rid of the lot, then I'll probably settle the investments earlier. You won't get less; you'll get the same amount. That will last a year, so 12 months, £100 a pop, and you get 20% back. So for 100 quid you'll get back 120, for £1,000 you'll get back 1,200, for £5,000 you'll get back 6 grand, and if someone comes along and has the whole 10, well then they'll make 2 grand, and that's it. But that's it, that's all I want on that. And in with that, you'll notice I've written it in the listing. We've also been offered some Channel Islands pound coins and 50p's, and I've been desperate to get hold of a nice bulk load of dolphins for quite some time because they sell very, 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 very well. So if you want to come in on this one with us, it's there on Fantastic Investment subcategory. It's priced at £100. You can buy one, or you can buy a maximum of 100, or however many is available, but only 100 is available, and that's it. You also get 10% back, don't forget, on your reward points, even with investments. And there'll be some extra reward points if you're having a few quid's worth and you pay us direct through the bank instead of paying it through PayPal. You know, if you're going to save me the fees, I mean, don't bother if you're just going to spend 100 quid, but if you're going to spend like 500 quid or £1,000, then contact me first, tell me, get the bank details, send the money to the bank instead of via PayPal, and we'll give you some extra reward points for doing that for us. All right? So that's another really, 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 really good one. And of course the RAF £2 and the Cook £2. Forgot his name for a second then. Is it James Cook? Yeah. Not even going to mention those. I mean, you know, we're selling 2019 and 20 of those in advance, a year, 2 years in front. So they're going to be a long, long time. I'm actually going to reduce the price of the 19 and the 20 by £1. That's going to happen. So because it's a long time, so we're going to have the money for longer. We're going to use it more. So we should be able to make the coin cheaper, because if we're taking the money in advance for a longer period of time, then I'm doing more with that money, and if I'm doing more with that money, I'm making more money, and if I'm making more money, you should benefit a little bit more. That's the way it's supposed to work. At least that's the way we've always tried to work it. So so I'm going to go and reduce the price on those two by £1. And that's it for the £2 coins. So I think I've covered all of the advance orders. Apart from, what else haven't I covered? I haven't covered the 2018 Beatrix Potters, and I haven't covered the 2018 Paddington Bear, neither of which are available, neither of which will be ready yet, and I don't see them ready for a few months, or at the very least. So so that's that for those. So we got Olympic sets. Most of those have gone out. We've only got not many of those actually waiting to go out. We're just short of, we've got most of the coins, we're just short of a couple of handball is another one, shooting is another one, and football is another one. So we're a few short there. If you've got any spare Olympic coins, we'll go £1 each on those, payable by voucher or reward points, and we'll put them in and you send us the coins. That's it for the Olympic 50p. Bit of a radical week. I've had my hair done since I did the last couple of clips, so it's all gone. Anyway, £2 coins. So out of the oldest ones, let's start with the oldest ones first. So you've got Jane Austen, World War One. Ain't seen any of those whatsoever yet. Then you've got the Frankenstein, ain't seen any of them, and you've got the RAF, haven't seen any of them. So we're getting them every week. We're doing coins here and coins in Manchester, and we haven't seen any, so they're not out this week. They're not out yet. They're going to be some little time. So just quickly before you go, the voucher code for £2.50 off anything you like is Ivy, capital letters, IVY, and the voucher code for 20% off the £20 coins is £20, all capital letters, all one word. Lastly, before we quit now to go on to get back to work, I've got a couple of birth year pennies. That's the new baby that happened this year, Royal Baby, and then they produced a birth penny, which retails £49.95. If anyone's got 5,000 points in their reward account and you'd like to swap 5,000 points for a birth penny, send me an email, and then what we'll do is we'll deduct the points and we'll send you the coin. All right, many thanks. Bye for now. See you next week.